Antonelli from NessaLee Baby, and you have currently stepped into what looks like a replica of my baby shower. 4 weeks ago, my second baby was born, and I want to share with you my favorite picks that I've been using for the last month, and items that you may want to register for as well. First and foremost, I have 2 infant car seats. Many of our customers opt to get 1 car seat and 2 bases. I wanted 2 different car seats. I experienced the amazing Orbit car seat with my son, so I decided to get an Orbit G3 infant car seat for my daughter, as well as a Nuna Pippa infant car seat for my husband's car. And sometimes we trade off, but we love both of them equally, and depending on your lifestyle, either one would be a great choice for you, and we love both of them. The other reason why I chose both of these is about my strollers, which we'll get to afterwards. For my swing, I got the Baby Move Swoon Motion, and it is amazing. It goes both ways. You can turn the seat this way or this way. Currently, my daughter likes it forward, so that's the way we're keeping it because it keeps her nice and content. My playpen is the Nuna Senna, and I have the changing pad on it, the optional changing pad accessory. Right now I have this downstairs in my house, and we've been using it since day one. We do all the downstairs changes on here, and sometimes we do little naps in the bassinet portion. I also have the Senna Mini, which is not pictured here, not shown, but I love it for different reasons. I've been bringing it to my parents' house for the last 2 weeks, and when I sleep there, they have like a vacation home, and when I sleep there, I've been using that as the bassinet next to my bed because it's so easy to pack up. It's really light, easy to bring up and down the stairs. Both products are amazing, and I highly recommend both of them, especially at the price points of $199 and $149. They're great. So, for my playmat, we started Tummy Time the day we came home from the hospital, and I got the Mamas and Papas Stargaze playmat, and I've often referred to the Stargaze and the Galaxy, which I'll show you in a minute, as the Rolls Royce of products in their category. It's an incredible playmat. My daughter isn't really using the additional features like the lights and the noise yet because she's so little, but right now we love it. It's comfy and it's really easy to move around, and it will be easy to clean when the time comes that we need to do that. On the crib, we have the same exact mobile we had for my son, and that is the Mamas and Papas Galaxy. It's the most souped up, if that's a term you understand, the most souped up mobile you will ever find for a crib. It does everything, plays music, spins, it's changeable by your baby. Again, my daughter's obviously not changing the music yet, but I loved it so much for my son that I had to have it for her as well. So, here's some little products that I wanted to share with you. Right now, I'm using 2 bottles. I'm bottle feeding, and I'm using the Life Factory bottles as well as the Comatoma bottles. I kind of switched off because I didn't want her to, be dedicated or be interested only in one type of nipple. So I switch them off. They're totally different nipples, and she likes both of them equally, and both of them clean really well. And I love how the Life Factory bottles turn into sippy cups afterwards with the purchase of the optional sippy caps. This is a lifesaver. If you've ever been in the store and personally had the opportunity to speak with me, you'll know that I tell a story over and over again about how when my son was born, my husband accidentally cut him the first time we were cutting his nails. And as a new mom, it really upset me. The Buzz Bee by Zoli is one of my favorite products because it safely and easily trims their nails with a motorized little nail file, and it doesn't hurt them at all, and it's easy for you to do. So I definitely recommend this one. Imperative, please wash your hands before touching mine. This little sign by My Tiny Hands is on both of my car seats because I don't want any nosy fingers inside my car seat with my newborn baby. Germs are just everywhere, and I want to keep everybody out. This definitely keeps them out, and it's something that I don't care if people think is rude. I want them to know, do not touch. Swaddle. All right, so there's so many different kinds of swaddles, and I tried a bunch with my son. This is the first time I'm using the Swaddle Up I Love to Dream, and I love that it keeps their hands up here. It's one of the only ones that does that. So it kind of looks a little ridiculous, but as soon as I put my daughter in there, I understood why this product exists. They are definitely more comfortable with their hands like that, and she truly, truly sleeps more when her hands are in that position and when she's in this swaddle. It's not too tight, so I don't get nervous thinking like I'm choking her, but it's cute and it's soft, and it's easy to change the diaper by pushing the zipper up from the bottom. Another product by Zoli. So I actually haven't used this yet on her. I've been really lucky because she hasn't had any stuffed noses yet, but I did use this on my son, and I have over the years. It's great because it gets in there really fast, cleans out the nose, and easy to clean also as well, and you can put the little tip in your dishwasher. This is the 7 a.m. Infant Cocoon. Now, obviously, I'm not using this one yet either because it is nice and hot here in New Jersey, but it was one of my favorite products with my son. It goes right over the infant car seat. It's elastic, so it's really safe. It doesn't interfere with the straps. You know how a lot of those products go under the baby and should not be used because they're not safe. This is not one of those products. And it will definitely be on both of my car seats this winter. All right, so let's talk mattresses. This is a sample of my mattress. I have the Nook Pebble Pure mattress, and I love it because it's super soft, it's breathable. She is extremely comfortable on it. I'm not kidding when I say the second I put her on it, she falls asleep. So I recommend it obviously for safety, for breathability, and for comfort. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot of strollers happening over here. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of strollers. This is what I do. This is my business, so obviously I have the opportunity to purchase or to check out and try a lot of different strollers, and I don't have one favorite. I have 3 favorites that I use from birth. My son had the Orbit stroller, and I wanted the exact same stroller for my daughter because it's just an incredible stroller. The car seat obviously works right on it, and the fact that you can rotate it in many different situations is amazing. I also love the little side kickboard on it. It's a little scooter for my son. Anywhere we go, people give us looks and say, like, good looks, not nasty looks, and say, where did you get that? That is so cool. And he loves it. He feels like a big boy on it. So I love the Orbit, but the thing is, I wanted to keep one in my car, and I wanted to keep a different stroller in my husband's car because we often alternate on the parenting, and it was too difficult to take one out of one car and put it in the other all day. We would keep forgetting to move it. So I also have a Bugaboo Chameleon. With my daughter, I wanted to have the Chameleon because I loved it so much with my son as well. And they've made some changes to it. It's a Chameleon 3. I had the Chameleon Plus when my son was born. And the new extendable canopy is awesome. At this point on both the Chameleon and the Orbit, I have the bassinet on them. I am a huge believer in the bassinet on the stroller for infants. I just love how comfortable they are, how they can stretch out, lay flat, you know, move their limbs. I think they just sleep better and they're just healthier for being that way. So I have the bassinet on both. The canopy on the Bugaboo, the new canopy, is amazing. It's a good full panel, longer than it was with my son. And I love that it can go anywhere. We've already been to the park one time with my son, and you know, the wheels went right over the grass and the dirt, which made it really easy and makes me feel comfortable that I can still do the things that I need to do with my son and take my little baby daughter with us. All right, so if you're wondering what my daughter is sleeping in next to my bed, it is actually the Halo Bassinet. And so far, it's been a great experience. This was not available when my son was born, and I wish it was. I love how it has the mesh sides, so it's breathable. I feel really comfortable. I put her right next to me. I can see into the bassinet the entire night. I can put the light on when she's next to me, so if I wanted to check her out in the middle of the night, I just put the light on without waking my husband up. It plays music and it vibrates, so it gives a little nice motion for them. And it comes right over the bed, which is great. And it's easy to reach in. I definitely recommend this for peace of mind for new parents because those first few months at home can be really scary. The Daydreamer. This is where we put our baby all the time. When she's not laying flat, this is where she is, in either the Daydreamer or the swing. The Daydreamer is great because you can put it on the floor next to you at the kitchen table, in your living room, in your bedroom, and strap them in really safe and secure. And they love the position because it's not laying flat, which they do basically all the time. Love it. Another product that I highly recommend is the 7 a.m. Infant Blanket Evolution. I had this with my son, again, obviously not using it yet because she is so little, but not because she's so little, but because it's so warm out, so I'm not going to be putting her in a sleeping bag. But come winter, this is going to go right into the stroller, and it's going to keep her warm and toasty without bundling her up. I don't want to bundle her up consistently and take it off and on every time we go somewhere. Another product, the Nook Niche Feeding Pillow. This is the best feeding pillow, hands down. Not only is it super soft, it's really wide over here, so it gets around multiple bodies. You know, my husband wants to feed her as well, and sometimes it helps to have something to prop yourself up on. when you're feeding the baby. And this is good for a man or a woman or people of different sizes. In addition, it's obviously really soft. The exterior is organic and it's really easy to wash. When you have 2 kids, baby wearing is basically a must because you're chasing after one and you need to have the other one secure and safe. I have the Ergo 360 and I absolutely love it. I have the infant insert, obviously. It's easy to put on by myself because the Velcro is really easy to do on your own as opposed to needing somebody else to help you do it. I also have, which is not shown here, the Ergo Baby wrap, and my daughter loves that as well. She feels really like snug and comfortable and she falls asleep immediately when I put her into it. I recommend both of those. In addition, which is not here, is the Baby Move zero emissions camera. I've been using that as our baby monitor. I have 2 cameras on it and I really love that as well because it's just, I feel secure that there's 0 emissions. That wasn't available when my son was around, when my son was born either. The last item that I had to have is the Cybex Preempt stroller. Now I know you're probably thinking, this girl is crazy. Why does she have 3 strollers? The truth be told, I have 3 strollers because I work in the stroller industry and I love this stroller so much as well. It has a completely flat recline, so I can put her in it as a newborn or I can use the bassinet with it. And it has a lot of other great features. It's also stunning to look at. So my Bugaboo and my Orbit are tried and tested. I used both brands for my first baby and I'm using them for my second. This is kind of new for me and I can tell you that I love it just as much and I'm just as happy with it so far. Obviously it's only been a month, so the extent of my walks with the baby have been up and down the driveway for the most part. But over the months we're going to use them more and I will obviously check back in and often tell you what other products I'm loving at the moment as she gets a little bit older. And I highly recommend that all of these products make it onto your baby registry because some of them have been lifesavers for me, whether it was with this baby or the last one. And again, I understand that you may not need all of them. If you want to create a baby registry, you can do that right on our website at NessaLeeBaby.com, or you can obviously come into both of our stores. We have a Livingston, New Jersey store and a Manalapan, New Jersey store, or you can give us a call at 732-431-0008.